apparently Tectone, as soon as he came after me and talked about his father's like military record or whatever, here it is. I'm going to show you that really quickly. The internet found out that motherfucker's dad did the same shit that he did. He said, I am genuinely considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't punished harshly and immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed and promoted on Twitch. This needs to change immediately. Now, there's much wrong with this because I thought the lie that was told to America is that, you know, soldiers are literally dying to protect the First Amendment, which would fall under a defense of, you know, what I'm saying, and even beyond that. But it turns out, and it's also additionally funny because everyone fucking hates this repulsive little monster, this goddamn ogre, which is precisely why I said, oh no, what will anyone do if the bald pervert leaves the Twitch platform for good? Turns out Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, folks. This is who he was talking about, Tectone. Apparently, this is his dad.
Today, I would like to tell the story of one of the 8% that were prosecuted. The story of Colonel Michael Robertson, who commanded Fort Bliss's 31st Combat Support Hospital at Camp Dwyer, a military base and airfield in the Helmand River Valley in Afghanistan. Last week, Colonel Robertson was convicted by a military judge of 14 charges, including having pornography on his government computer, sexually harassing 3 women, and assaulting 5 women. 8 women that served under his command testified at great cost to their careers and their privacy. Colonel Robertson routinely touched them without permission.
Someone found a photo of him and his father together. I think this was what I saw. Yeah, this is what I saw on the timeline.
The biggest photo you see is of Colonel Michael Robertson. He was convicted of 14 accounts of sexual assault. He only served 90 days in jail and paid a $30,000 fine.
Bro, that is the craziest. I mean, it's not even a milkshake duck style situation because it's like for a milkshake duck to occur, like this needs to be a beloved figure and not a bald himself, right? But what was hilarious about this, situation is like, I didn't know anything about his dad, you know? Literally, where is this reference? You posted, come in with the receipts posted, bro. So where did this reference happen? Do you think this person will change their perspective about this guy? Hokai Impact 3rd, got to be the best game. Australia, motherfucker. Yeah, like what? Why would you invite people looking for this information? It's so crazy. Okay, I investigated by myself, and there's a person with the same name, rank, and similar age than Tectone's dad, and he was indeed found guilty of 14 counts of sexual harassment. It definitely wasn't his dad. His dad served in the late 80s, the early 90s. Anything after that, he probably wasn't active and was a reserve. Plus, I know people like Casey, blah, blah, blah. He literally references his dad as Iron Mike, which was also the nickname explicitly referenced in the trial of Michael Robertson. It's pretty obviously his father-in-law. It's not a surprise considering the history of sexual abuse that runs in the family. Like, this man has, I guess, epigenetic memories of rape. He had to do it, you know? He just couldn't. He couldn't stop himself because it's just like, it's a familial obligation over here. He literally says, should we call you Colonel in the podcast? Colonel Michael Robertson, Lamau. In the video, he literally said he served in Vietnam. The same Colonel Michael Robertson in the assault trial who served, guess where? Vietnam, Lem Phao. I think it's Tectone. Your father was a literal terrorist. Asman's father was a Vietnam invader. Both of you don't have the right to call anyone terrorist. Okay, listen, Asman dad is good in my book, okay? He is a liberal. I don't know if he still is, but I don't know if he's still a fan, but, you know, no smearing Asman dad. I can't believe it, dude. What an insane way to just... What an insane way to learn about new information that I previously was not privy to.
On their breasts, thighs, and buttocks, and encouraged them to look at pornography computer. Some testified the harassment occurred daily. Sadly, the military careers of these 8 women who bravely did the right thing are almost assuredly destroyed. A major who filed a claim against Robertson said, quote, I don't know if my career was in jeopardy for doing the right thing.
What is this?
Who in the Corps who supported you is going to trust you in the future, unquote. Despite repeated warnings, Colonel Robertson also emailed pornography to friends and female subordinates. A lieutenant colonel who was the chief nurse under Robertson's command said his command style split the staff and created a toxic environment. What makes the defense's answer to all these actions? That all of these jokes and the touching were attempts to boost morale. How much more outrageous must the excuse become before we do something about it? So what is the punishment for someone in the military convicted of 14 counts of assaulting and harassing his subordinates who was assigned to protect? Is he sent to prison for being a predator?
Bro, his dad is in the congressional record for being a sex pest. That is crazy. Oh my God. Being a second generation sex pest is wild. I mean, like father, like son, I guess.
In the military. Oh, no. Colonel Robertson was ordered to pay a $30,000 fine over 3 months and spent 3 months in prison. Colonel Robertson will retire from the Army when he finishes his sentence. His conviction won't affect his Army retirement.
Everything I know about the way the military normally deals with these issues, I have no fear in saying that the likelihood is that the damage was significantly larger, and the very fact that he was even punished means that what he did was probably far worse, because the military usually just lets you get away with it, okay? Especially if you're high-ranking, Vietnam veteran, all this shit. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Holy I mean, you got a congressperson on the fact that the American military did not offer just punishment. When do you plan on enlisting in Hamas or Hezbollah? I noticed that a lot of the little creatures have started crawling in the chat all of a sudden. What happened? Why are y'all crawling out of the woodwork right now at this very moment? It's like the worst time. It's perhaps the worst time to come in here and chirp. Who is this guy? This guy is the father of this guy who posted, "I'm genuinely considering full swap into YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't published harshly and immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed and promoted on Twitch." In court-martial testimony Tuesday, women said Robertson allegedly touched them without permission on their breasts and buttocks, encouraged them to look at pictures of scantily clad women on his computer, and made personal sexual comments, the El Paso, Texas Times reported. He brought this up, and then Twitter immediately came in and was like, dude, your dad literally was a award-winning sex pest, a sexual assaulter amongst the ranks. Too much of a goddamn threat to the American military. It was a national security concern, it seems, that they had to do something about it. That's crazy. The U.S. military still protects rape. There have been increasing protests in Okinawa because the U.S. won't stop protecting rape. I was in a protest in Shibuya last weekend, and there's growing anger. No, I know that. Like a congressionally recognized sexual assaulter. I started Camp Dwyer, but not until 2012. You're right about military punishments for higher ranks. Is class warfare exemplified and disgusting? Yep. Apparently they had his dad, Tectone's dad, talking about you. What did he say? What did Colonel Iron Mike say?
Bad people for thinking this is bad funny. Like, I think it's
No, it's hilarious.
Fuck Hassan.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. Hey,
Hassan a bitch.
It's been a great stream, boys.
Bro, what the... Bro, why are all my haters like this? What is going on, bro? What the... Yeah! Judge me by my motherfucking enemies. Holy sh... This is... Okay, this is an ironclad law now, okay? Holy... Colonel Spider hates you. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Dude, do I have a... I don't know what it is. Do I have this, like major anti-rape vibe or something? I bring a real anti-pedophile, anti-rape vibe to the party that pedophile rapists really don't like. Pedophile and rape. It's crazy. What the
It's been a great stream, boys.
Major fuck.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Hey, I'll see y'all next.
That's a sick belt buckle, though. Like, I can still recognize drip. Tectone is a proud patriotic guy that thought World War II was in the 1800s, by the way. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, we got to put this guy up on the board, too, next to Dr. Piss Inspect. The list keeps growing, dude. It's the sex offender registry. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't even do nothing. I didn't even know this dude existed on the planet until, like, earlier today, and he's rocking the Lockheed Martin shirt. Oh, yeah, is perfect. Oh, even journalists know about his family's weird business now. My father, brothers, and other soldiers fought to be able to censor speech. I don't like is an interesting new twist on how that line usually goes. His father is cashiered out of the military for being a sex criminal towards his subordinates. He fought for that right.